and Ashley. Martin, in this scenario, is now a professor in the science department and is teaching a course on freshman physics. Ashley is one of his students. If you can bring up the laptop, please. There's a big load on Martin to track and grade lots of student activities each week. Now, Martin doesn't just need to keep up on classwork, though. He wants to make sure his students are engaged in the learning. Let's go into his physics course. When Martin looks at his course homepage, he can see new learning analytics knowledge embedded right here so that he can take action. Let's have a closer look at class engagement. By looking at the class engagement dashboard, Martin can see all the students in his class. He knows there's a strong correlation between the level of engagement and the final grades for his students. The dashboard shows Martin each student's current grade, their predicted final grade, when they last logged into the course, and how much they've been participating in discussions. Now, Martin knows that discussions offer a really important point of class engagement. Talking through problems together with other learners provides a value and a scaffold much different than what he can provide himself. In fact, he believes this so much that he's assigned participation points for students' contribution to discussions. He wants to see evidence that the learners are applying what they've learned with their fellow students. Now, interestingly, with the class dashboard here, Martin can filter the class list if he wants by grades, for example. Let's go ahead and do that. And if he wants, he could also sort by discussions. Not surprisingly, students struggling the most are, in many cases, those that are under-engaged in the discussion activities. So, Martin's going to use the class engagement dashboard to intervene with the students who need it the most, beginning with Ashley. So let's go ahead and send her an email. We can entitle this Reminder. And let's say, hi, Ashley. I'll just paste in the rest of the message here, basically inviting Ashley to participate more in discussions. So we'll go ahead and send that. All right, that's good. If we could switch over to the phone, please. So this is now Ashley's phone. And remember, Ashley's a university student in Martin's class. She sees the email on her phone that she's just received, and she knows that Professor Martin is right. She needs to participate more in her physics class in order to succeed. And she wants to start right now. So she opens Brightspace Pulse, the app that's built for learners to stay on top of their work. It has all her courses in here, so she can manage her workload. And oh man, does she have a lot of work to catch up on in physics. The graph at the top here shows everything that is due this week. Notice also the alert on the bottom here. Pulse has notifications built in, so I'll tap on the notification. It looks like there's a new notification for a recent physics grade. So let's tap there. When Ashley feels ready, she can swipe to reveal this grade. So let's go ahead and try that. Slowly, it starts with a 6. 60%. So she's really starting to get concerned with this course. She's got to maintain her GPA to keep qualified for her scholarship. Well, there's an easy way for her to get started. New in the Summer 16 release, discussions are also built right into Pulse. Coming back to notifications here, notice in the top right-hand corner, discussions with the orange dot. So she can jump right into a discussion here and begin making progress and demonstrating to Professor Martin that she's becoming more engaged. So this is properly. So this is a social learning experience where Newton's laws really start to click for Ashley. She learns how to use Newton's laws from seeing how others do it. She also sees where the group is going wrong. And in fact, she has a real contribution to make. She remembers a part of the formula that others may have missed. And she can add her reply right here on the phone. Let's try to dictate again. This is because you left out gravity, period. If you include that, comma, your answer should be 15.9 meters per second. Awesome. And Send. Great. So things are starting to make a little bit more sense to Ashley now. If we could bring the laptop up, please. So let's go back to Martin's laptop now, our professor. In addition to using learning analytics and discussions to increase engagement, Martin can quickly and easily evaluate student feedback and provide coaching on those discussions. So Martin starts to evaluate the discussion posts and uses a great new feature in Summer 16 that was highly requested by all of you on the Product Ideas Exchange. Martin can easily assess each student's contribution to these discussions all in one place with a rubric right here in the discussions area. Let's show you how easy this is to do. Here's Ashley's most recent contribution to the discussions. Martin can come in here and just say, assess student. That brings up an awesome rubric right in the context of the discussions tool. This was a strong contribution from Ashley, so he can go ahead and give her 5 points for physics concepts. For mathematical concepts, also 5 points. Notice in the top right-hand corner here, the total is recomputing. You don't need to remember this and enter it in a different screen. It automatically transfers to the gradebook now, which is awesome. Martin can leave some feedback for Ashley here. Let's just say, great comment, Ashley, and save and close. Great. So Martin's pleased here with the new contributions that Ashley is beginning to make. And this is the first step towards her re-engaging with this course. If she keeps it up, she'll do much better for the rest of the term. So here, what we've seen is that our Professor Martin has used engagement analytics to quickly intervene with students who are underachieving. We've seen Ashley be able to re-engage easily with discussions on the device she has with her all the time, her phone. And with the vastly simplified interface that you requested, it's now much easier to respond and evaluate student interactions with discussions, giving you additional superpowers. Back to you, Nick.